If you grew up sheltered like me, your idea of love was probably shaped by what you saw and not what you were taught. Because let's be real, you probably weren't taught anything. And I want to talk about why you weren't taught anything, but I'll do that in another video. That's its own video by itself. I didn't have access to much, especially any healthy conversations about love. I didn't really go outside, but when I did go outside, these are the things that shaped what I believed love was based on a young girl's deciphering of what I was given access to, like putting puzzle pieces that don't go together and trying to make them match. So things that influence the way that I perceived love to be would be it's not funny, but it's funny. I call it like the Disney Channel effect because growing up, mainly you're watching kids shows. You're not allowed to see real life. I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of black movies, even though if I did see them, they kind of weren't giving a positive, healthy love. We can talk about that. Books when I would go to the library, middle school and high school kids. Eh, and half of them ain't even led anywhere either, so that was even better. What I seen within my parents, which was not healthy, like I said, slightly movies, like watching adult movies, especially when I got more to high school and got more to be an adult. Yeah, and those movies weren't giving healthy love. It's giving drama, it was giving cheating, it was giving showing us all the bad that's always highlighted in movies. To me, growing up, what I thought love was like relationships without clear titles, arguing, fighting, control issues, anger, mixed emotions. I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you. You do this for me, I love you, you don't do this, now I'm mad at you. So that was kind of like how I grew up and what I felt like it was. It's so sad, but it's reality. And very transactional. I cannot think of the word right now. It's getting me upset, but it's basically when you feel like your worth is tied within what you do for somebody, so you overdo. That's what I thought love was. So I would do everything. I'm like way too much, especially at my young age. And Huns, we will get into that because that was too much at 17. Basically, it summed down to me that love was confusion, transactional, or conditional. That's what I pretty much perceived love as subconsciously. I'm completely starting from scratch. I'm rebuilding, allowing myself to let go of everything that I believed love was, especially at 17 and entering a 5-year toxic relationship and just allowing that relationship to have been. I'm not gonna lie. It's like 50-50 with me, but I'm not mad anymore or just shaming myself for what I experienced during that relationship. I'm trying to take it as a learning lesson and move forward and just start over. Relearn because mainly I cannot do that again. I cannot do half, I mean, I can't do 75% of the things that I did within that relationship. Like, I'm not repeating that. And that's where you have to get to, especially if you grew up sheltered, is just accepting it, unfortunately, as that was your life and relearning the right way. This doesn't only go for romantic relationships, this also goes for just, I think it's familial. It's just any relationship you have with a person. It doesn't have to be love, romantic. It could be any relationship. Because what I've learned is that, oh no, not what I've never talked to anyone else or done anything with anyone else since my last relationship. But what I've noticed is that a lot of people say they will repeat the cycle, but with a new face. It'll be the same toxicity and trauma and everything that you endured in the last relationship, and it will just be a new face. And that's why I'd rather start over and relearn it now because I don't want to do that. I don't want to meet someone new. And because I'm still operating in trauma or what I thought love was from a skewed place of growing up sheltered and not knowing, and just repeat that cycle. I don't have time for that. I don't. Respectfully, I don't. Disrespectfully, I don't. But if you ask me today what I think love is, I'm honest. To be honest, I'm still figuring it out. Like I can't sit down and give someone an essay of what love is, especially if I haven't even attempted to try again romantically. But I can tell you like right now what I feel like it kind of is. And I'm also working on this definition through going to therapy still and continuously going to therapy and also educating myself with podcasts, books, and just looking at positive, healthy relationships. We could get into a conversation about that because I feel like a lot of relationship content is like men, hate women. Like I don't like that no more. I don't want to hear that type of stuff because it's like it's hypocritical, but I could talk about that later. But what I would say love is right now to me in simple words is respect, genuine peace between each other, understanding, growth, knowing that you both will grow and committing to that and just commitment in general and loyalty. um that's how I could simplify it. I know this is good because before I didn't think that. But those are like some of the things that I associate with love. But I'm curious, what are some of the things that you believed love was because of how you grew up? Let me know down in the comments.